I've been a foster carer for just over 3 years. When I first applied, when I was 51, which is 2008, I applied to be a supported lodgings carer because I was running 2 businesses. And I thought the older children would take less of my time. So I was approved for 1 child in 2009, March 2009. And within 6 months, I was approved for 2. And then within the next year I was approved for 3, and 18 months ago I became a therapeutic carer. Therapeutic carer, we have a lot of training, we have a lot of supervision, we have clinical supervision with psychologists to help us cope with the needs and the behaviours of the children we look after, because we do tend to get children with more challenging behaviours. So it's very interesting, it's very time consuming, and it's very rewarding. When we applied, we didn't think, oh yes, we were definitely going to be accepted. It was a case of, well, if you accept us, you do, and if you don't, you don't. We'd like to, but if we're not suitable, then that's fine. And that's how we went into it. We didn't go in thinking, oh, we're the best or anything like that. It was just a case of, well, I'm not sure whether I'm what you really want, so it's worth looking into and inquiring and then going through the process. Well, the highs are when something goes right, you know. I mean, we had some young children with us recently, and when he came to us he was 6 but he couldn't read. And I must admit, taking him through the process of learning to read and seeing him pick up a book and enjoy it was a real high for me. And seeing behaviours change when they'll eat the dinner that you put in front of them, and it's not, I don't like that because it doesn't taste like burgers, you know. That's quite challenging, and you're sort of looking at ways to encourage them to eat and try to make it interesting. So you know, it's been a learning curve, because of course my children, when you have your own children, because they're your children and because you do what you do, they've grown up with your flavours, with your textures, and there's not a problem. But when you get new children in, they're not used to what you have. So you have to change what you do, and you have to adapt what you do. And all that is very challenging, and it's also very rewarding at the end of it. So yeah, it's been great.